Alright, so the Navy decided they had too many officers and needed to get rid of a few. So they offered an early retirement program, and they offered to pay a bonus of $1,000 for every inch measured between any 2 points on any sailor's body. And so sure enough, the program worked pretty good, and they had the first officer show up for it, and the Navy medical officer, reiterated the program. He said it's $1,000 bonus, retirement early, and it's between any 2 points, straight line, any 2 points on your body. And the first officer said, well, I want to measure between the top of my head and the tip of my toes. And sure enough, the medical officer measured him, and he was right at 6 feet, so he got $72,000. And he walks out, he's pretty happy. So the second guy comes in, and at any rate, he says, well, I want to be measured between the tips of my outstretched fingers, my outstretched hands, right, and the tip of my toes. He walked away with $96,000. Well, the third officer came in, was a prior enlisted guy. He used to be an old Navy chief, and got his commissioned, and they said, well, explained the program again to him, and they said, where would you like to be measured from? And the guy says, well, I'd like to be measured from the tip of my tallywhacker to my testicles. And the guy said, well, I understand you might be proud of, certain parts of your manhood, but, I got to tell you about the first two guys. The one guy measured from the tip of his head to the tip of his toes, and he got $72,000, and the other guy measured from his outstretched hands to his toes, and he got $96,000. Are you sure you don't want to reconsider there, Chief? And guy says, nope, that's where I want measured from. And so the guy called in his supervisor, and he told him what was going on. He's like, I don't want to cheat this guy, and maybe he just doesn't understand the rules. So he explained it to him again. Any 2 points on his body, straight line. And the guy said, no, I understand. He goes, well, where do you want to be measured from again? And the guy says, well, I want to be measured from the tip of my tallywhacker to my testicles. And the guy's like, all right. And he tells the medical officer, says, go ahead, Master Chief, just drop him, and we'll take the measurement. And the medical officer goes over there, gets his tape measure out, and all of a sudden he looks up and he exclaims, he says, where are your testicles? And the old Master Chief says, Vietnam.